Hurry up, slow coach. The battle's going to start without us. Get a move on, wearer.
Well then, lady and gentlemen gods, we're all set. Your task: you've got to convince as many human beings as possible to believe in you. Whoever has the most believers by the end of the day shall become Egypt's next ruler. Special rules and the supplementary small print can be found in the Sacred Game Rules. Now, as for our status to start with, Seth leads with 7,814 sworn believers. At the other end of this list, we have the Ankh with, one believer, namely Asil.
Jumpin' Jiminy! Only one? What a faithless lot! Asil, we have our work cut out for us.
What? That's the status we're starting out with, but that's totally unfair.
My victory is assured.
And the pitch for the match this millennium is Luxor!
Now who would have thought that?
May the battle begin!
Come on, Asil. We've got to get to Luxor. Hurry! Move! Move!
I ought to take a good look at the game rules.
Mighty gods, prepare for the battle. The end of the world is nigh. Days will be dark and the night will be shining as fire rains from the sky.
Luxor, please.
I'm afraid you do not have enough traveler's sand for this destination.
The Yonk's traveler's sand is gone. Seth must have put that hole into it. Written in the language of the gods. Can't read a thing. The lice keeps falling through the hole. I'd better pick it up again. I need a small object, about tooth-sized, to plug this hole.
What'll it be?
Is a mummy's life fun?
Well, actually, I wanted to finally enjoy my hard-earned retirement at last. But I guess I'll have to wait a bit before I get to Osiris's underworld. Osiris isn't there right now anyway. When you get right down to it, the job here isn't that bad, even if I do feel as though I was slowly but surely falling apart.
See you later.
Only too glad to. Hey, hands off!
What do you want?
Can you help me?
What do you need?
I need some traveler's sand.
Very well. But you must get me a drink first. Here's a coupon. Don't even think of coming back without a drink.
My friend, the clairvoyant, might be able to clue me in.
Ah, a little peace and quiet at last. Strange. Where's the loo paper gone off to? Oh no, there's no more paper! Gods, have mercy! Where do I get paper from now? Okay. Thanks.
What can I do for you?
I'd like a drink, please. Here's my coupon.
Fine. Do you want it with or without an olive?
Without.
And do you want ice in your drink?
Yes, please.
I'm sure you'll want a tiny umbrella.
Ooh, yes, please.
Coming up. Hey, where is the bottle opener?
Stop looking at me like that, you half-rotted mummy. I am not a bottle opener. You got that?
Never mind. I'll use my teeth. It did the trick way back when, too. Oops! I can't open it.
Well, why don't you give me some other beverage? Like that divine lemonade back there. Yeah! A rotten mummy tooth.
What am I supposed to do with that?
This won't work.
What am I supposed to do with that?
The hole is plugged. The lice is light where it should be. I'm back.
And no sooner here than gone.
Ow!
Oh, it's absolutely awful.
What happened here?
Oh, Seth has converted all of my staff, priests. Now they're clearing everything out of the temple that's not dedicated to Seth. They're turning my beautiful Lotzaluk casino into a temple to Seth. My career is ruined.
Go on. Believe in the Ankh.
What Ankh are you talking about?
Can you still recall the days of 79? Back on the Red Sea coast?
Horace? Are you still banned to that Ankh?
Gee, guess I am.
I'm sure you deserve it. Ever since I've known you, all you've done is take advantage of humans.
But that's what they're there for, aren't they?
That's the Ankh I know, no doubt about it. You promised me the world and everything in it, a future by your side.
Gee,
When you left me stranded, I had to start from scratch. But I was strong, and I did it my way. In the end, I made it all the way to High Priestess.
Yeah, applause, congratulations. Now, are you going to help us or not?
Why should I do something for you? You'd never do anything for me.
True. Which proves what?
Ankh,
What?
we're not getting anywhere like this.
All right. If we give you back your temple somehow, will you help us then?
That, and an apology from you.
An Apollo what?
Okay, we'll get that solved somehow.
What? Asil, that's out of the question. Why,
Come on, Ankh. We've got work to do.
What is it?
Are you making any progress in gathering believers?
Well, I do have one new one. A very likable young man. Really likable, if you get my drift. If only I were able to bewitch him a bit more. All that used to be so much easier. Maybe it's my perfume. Could it be that Musk's scents aren't in anymore? Although naturally, it's very exclusive. Did you know that musk is extracted from deer? Maybe it's time for a fragrance from another creature, a more aggressive beast.
See you later.
Yes, yes, have fun.
Isn't she wonderful? I have fallen for her completely.
Go on. Believe in the Ankh.
Mais non. Isis is the only true god. Isn't she?
Isis doesn't fancy you much anyway.
Why?
You're wearing a leather apron that's gone completely out of style.
What? Do you really think so?
Oh, definitely. That thing is really embarrassing. Nobody wears them anymore.
Maybe the funny little man is right. Better not risk anything. Here, take these, and get lost.
How's it going?
At the very least, maybe you could believe in the Ankh. Just a teeny weeny bit?
You know how it is. As an Arab, I'm sad to say that once again, the Egyptian gods don't hold any sway over me. And besides, I'd rather turn the world over to Seth than believe in the Ankh.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Did you notice that carrier falcon up there?
My father and I used to go hunting with our falcon quite often. It's a popular sport in Arabia. If I had a leather guard for my wrist, I would call him.
I must get going.
No, it's definitely not you.
Oh, hello, my friend.
Don't you want to win against Seth?
Oh, you know, I already won the last time around. For me, I'd say that's enough for the time being.
Isn't anybody here making the slightest effort?
It's amazing the effort Seth's putting into this, if you ask me. Not that I'd ever really give him the benefit of the doubt, but he really is committed.
Bye for now.
We'll see each other at the victory celebration, if not before then. But I'm a permanent guest of the Hotel of the Gods.
It's all a matter of faith, my friend.
Good to see you, Asil.
Same here. Help us convert people to the true faith. Come on, help us.
I'm afraid I'm not very good at making speeches, but maybe you'll find something in my suitcase that could help you.
What could that be?
My socks. Maybe you could convert people with the help of my socks.
Oh, no doubt, Shalom.
Unfortunately, I forgot the suitcase key at the Oasis.
Once again, you're an incredible help.
Why, thank you.
But what about proof?
Proof? Hello, Asil.
Same here. Help us convert people to the true faith. Come on, help us.
But we already are. We're telling everybody that they ought to believe in one God.
What? You're supposed to make them believe in the Ankh.
Why? There's only one God, and that's the God of us Israelites.
Outrageous! And what does that make me, then?
Can it, will you? All you are is a glorified bottle opener.
Asil, your entire lot of friends couldn't get anything right if they tried. And as soon as I rule the world, I'm going to toss the whole bunch of them into the flames of hell.
Watch your mouth, Ankh, or we won't have any supporters left to count.
Say, what would happen if we melted this thing down?
We, don't seem to be getting anywhere here.
One God. Hello, Asil.
I'm busy.
Makes sense, don't you think?
Hello, Asil.
I'm busy.
All you have to do is believe.
It shows a crocodile flashing its gleaming white teeth. Oh, yes. Who doesn't know the grinning, toothbrushing crocodile? I'd incur his wrath if I dared that. Very sturdy material.
Well, it certainly has a persuasive ring to it somehow.
There you are!
I'm already gone. And here is the message that was tied to its claw.
Keep it up. Well, I can read them now, but they aren't too helpful. It says...
Hello, Asil. I've been able to decipher the game rules. Unfortunately, I've got bad news. You can no longer win unless you beat Seth or take advantage of the rule of exemption. The rule of exemption comes into effect when a god manages to double the number of his believers. So, have fun while the world comes to an end. Yours, Tek Tot Kashun. P.S. By the time you read this, I'll already be on my way to the Caribbean.
Double the number of his believers, which means we only need...
Ah, it's dawned on him. Time's a-wasting.
Apparently no one has ever entered the competition with that few votes.
I choose to ignore that remark. Let's get going.
My old chum.
Vote for Badawi! Badawi for president!
Cut it out, Badawi. We have other problems.
Oh, what kind?
Is that your former embalming room back there?
Yes, it is. But nobody's been to that cursed place ever since a terrible monster scrambled up from the sewers.
A terrible monster. You don't say.
You should not go in there, under any circumstances. Hello.
What kind of marvelous talents could you offer to save the world?
Marvelous talents? All I can do is embalm and concoct the appropriate mixtures, provided I have the ingredients. Hello.
We've got to get the people on our side.
Yes, precisely, on my side.
No, Badawi, on mine. Is that too much for your thick skull?
Oh, and what am I supposed to do?
Just believe in the Ankh and everything's honky-dory.
Okay, will do.
Really?
Sure. If it helps you, I'd be glad to.
And now? Nothing's happening.
Badawi, are you really believing?
I believe so. At any rate, I'm certainly making an effort.
Forget it. He's not a real believer.
Badawi,
I'm trying. Honest.
It's not going to work like that. He really has to believe in me.
But in all seriousness, how am I supposed to believe in a bottle opener?
I never, ever want to hear the B word again. Never!
I don't believe it. My old foe, the toothless crocodile, doesn't seem too pleased to see me anymore. We've had a lot of fun together. Lots of ingredients for preserving mummies. All that's missing is a sign that says, "Attention, secret hiding place." Ew, how could Badawi ever have chosen this job? Huh, this looks like a mummy dating back to the first pharaohs, the ones who built the pyramids.
Come off it. That's just Tutankhamun's brother-in-law, a good-for-nothing called Tutfortit. But he was loyal to me back then. Go on, Asil. Bring him back to life.
Just look at all the stuff this guy's packed into it. What does your ego say to this? Oh my, that's not exactly what I meant to happen. Crocodile tears, salty and crumbly. I wouldn't dream of thinking what they'd do with that. Not for the life of me. There's something written about research work here. We have found out that an irresistible fragrance is created when the sweat of a true hero is mixed with the glandular liquids of an animal and then is rubbed onto a female body. Say, I would have loved to have been there when they researched that. There's something written about research work here. It occurred to us that a nearly indestructible material can be produced by... Rats, I can't read this line. Further along it says, if you then drench the material with musk, it will become so resistant that it lasts better than conventional cement. This indestructible material reminds me of something.
Or someone.
And you can make this material as rock solid as cement. That might be useful. No thanks, I quite like my hands. Anyone who grew up in an Egyptian architect's house knows how to disarm lethal traps. A very dangerous foot trap for extra-large jackals. Even his sweat stains are still on it. Is that good or bad? A delightfully sweet perfume. Catch! I'd say we're even now. A sporty escape, you might say.
Oh, are you all right, Asil?
It wouldn't have killed you to help me earlier on, you know.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ah, perfect, Asil. The secret ingredient for the secret remedy.
All fine and dandy, Badawi. Now please get on with making it.
I now hand you the secret remedy.
Yes, well, thanks. But what do I do with it?
Goodness gracious!
Come on! Let's liberate the
For
temple!
the revolution! Not this time, Shalom. Oh.
My lovely temple! The two of you have given me back my temple.
Oh, the Ankh deserves all the credit. And all because of you.
Ankh? Is that true?
Well, what shall I say? You got your temple back? Will you help me now? Will you believe in me like you did back then?
You caused me so much pain and hurt me so badly. But if you apologize for it, I'll forgive you and believe in you again.
I've never apologized to anybody.
Then it's high time you did.
Well, how do you do it?
It's quite easy. Say it.
Say it. Go on. Say it.
All right already. I'm sorry.
What?
Yes, I did use you. Happy now? I needed somebody who believes in a god trapped in a pitiful Ankh. I had to put a little more oomph into it than merely showing my affection. And of course I couldn't keep all the promises I made. How could I, with no arms and no legs? So I found myself a new bearer as fast as I could. Then I headed for the hills. But my affections were sincere. And even though it feels really strange saying this, I ask you to forgive me.
Oh, I forgive you.
Was that convincing enough?
Top notch.
Thus the winner of the battle is the Ankh.
What? I'm never going to accept that! I am the true winner! I and no one else! If I can't have Egypt, then no one shall have it!
Not a pleasant sight.
So Somebody ought to do something about it.
But who?
What about you?
The bad guy.
As of just a moment ago, I am no longer the
I
ruler
won't bother
of
you
Egypt.
any longer. I won't bother you any longer.
And Horus is still
I won't
banished
bother
into
you
the
any
Ankh.
longer.
While Osiris is still in a stew.
But in the end, we really do have to intervene, don't we?
That's a door.
Good day to you, sir, and welcome to the conference room of the Inca gods. How can I help you?
I'd like to go through here.
You are an Egyptian and not an Inca. Please go to the designated section reserved for you. Welcome to the sacred prop room. What do you need?
The props from Seth's stage performance 1,000 years ago. Somebody has awkwardly written show sore on it. Sore instead of saw.
Do come in. We hope you're going to have a pleasant stay.
What Seth is doing there.
Quite the contrary.
Well, then again, he's...
That's the saw. How did that get here?
However, where is the proof that Seth had a hand in the incident?
Somebody wrote show sore on it instead of saw.
Only Seth spells saw like that, so he must have exchanged the saws.
But how is Seth supposed to have gotten into the prop room?
He stole the key from Thor, who was the prop man at the time.
Just as I always told you, I'm innocent. It was Seth.
The proof is there. You deliberately sawed me to pieces. Yes, all right, I did it on purpose. But you had it coming. Isis always loved you more than me. My revenge shall be fearsome. Get over here. I'll smash you to pudding. Come here.
Oh no!
Hey, what about my victory?
In other words, Seth is a cheat. Somebody has to stop him before he devastates the whole of Luxor.
Luxor is already pretty much smashed to bits.
I'd say the two of you ought to solve this problem. After all, it was you who won the Battle of the Gods. Get out there and show us your stuff.
What do you want us to do?
Go down and banish Seth. Banish him into a divine object, just like we did with the Ankh back then.
All I can say is, the punishment really and truly is horrible. So, what are we waiting for?
So be it. I'll send you down.